The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, one thing we know, they feel they match up well in this contest. It's obviously an opponent they're confident going up against. We won't have to wait long to see if that confidence is well-founded. And on the floor tonight, we'll get to see one of the better shooters in the league, Danilo Gallinari, always a threat. He can light a team up when he gets hot. What do you guys like about Danilo's game?
Can I get some Italian music with this?
Okay.
Oh, mafia music. He has a great touch on all his shots, Ernie. Has the height to shoot over any and most of all small forwards. I like his game. Gallinari, he's definitely one of us.
Oh, you gonna keep the music going? Okay. Well, you know, he stepped up his game.
Downtown Indianapolis moving at warp speed in this time-lapse footage. We're in the basketball hotbed of Indiana. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim.
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. There is no shortage of athleticism in this one tonight, Clark. Both these teams just incredibly athletic on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, partner. I mean, they cover so much ground, and they cover it quickly because of the length and speed they have as teams. I mean, excellent length on both sides of the ball in this one, and they play to their strengths, and that's length and athleticism.
Out here still kidding around, boys playing around. Where you really want to take it now? Got $150,000 for at the party, and I gave it to the kid just to break it down.
Boys, nice line.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Here are the five for the Clippers. Gallinari, the three with Griffin at the four. Austin Rivers is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Oladipo misses. And Gallinari kicks to Jordan. And the pass to Griffin. Reverses, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Now here's Collison, following the miss by Austin Rivers. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Joseph. Defense right on him. Now Stevenson. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, they'll get another chance.
Yeah, he's a big-time glass eater now. Reads, misses nicely, and capitalizes as well.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pacers out in front, up 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And a chance to hear from DeAndre Jordan, who talks about the inspiration he drew from head coach Doc Rivers.
Doc told me, you know, you should be Defensive Player of the Year, not just for one time, but for multiple years. And I could tell that he wasn't trying to hype me up or just telling me that because I was his player. He really meant it. Once you have
A strong case can be made that Jordan played like the Defensive Player of the Year this past season. And the fact that he didn't win it looks like it'll keep him motivated.
And you got to love how the passion to play defense burns in DeAndre, and how Doc has stoked that fire with desire and inspiration. I mean, I have to believe we're going to see that confidence proven to be right.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Teodosic out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Decker. Then there's Harrell. And it's Reed. And it's a 5 down low.
Sabonis.
Here's Teodosic. Reed, a screen on Joseph. Outside Williams. Over Stevenson. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pacers lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Doc, does it look like you guys are getting the looks you want offensively?
I don't mind the shots. They're good shots for the most part. I would like extra passes every once in a while, but overall, our shots have been not bad. We got to get stops.
Okay, we'll see if the ball moves or sticks in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. Checking out the Pacers, and Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, Ernie, I'm not even a player anymore, but I'm not happy with the soft defense they had. Full of holes, allowing over 60% shooting. Ridiculous, fellas. It's amazing that they're still in this game. I think it's going to come down to how bad they want it. I even want it. Ernie, sign me on a 10-day contract right now.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
Welcome back, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana, where the famous Chase Tower stands tall above the city. And here are the Clippers now. It's a 5-point game. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young and Turner up front. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Young inside. Griffin on him. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's what makes Young so dangerous, in my opinion. I mean, his ability to cut in off the bounce and finish through contact, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
That one misses for Young.
And Thaddeus Young he's got a unique offensive skill set. I mean, he really is able to score over bigger players with just an array of little hooks and floaters and off-balance shots in the lane. And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Off the screen, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Outstanding job, Bogdanovich. So skilled at patiently working for a high percentage look.
Now here's Beverly. He feeds it to Jordan. Rivers kicks to Griffin over Young. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And really impressive athleticism of Beverly. I mean, rose up quickly for the tenacious slam.
The third quarter comes to a close. Pacers out in front, up 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his office.
Come on, you're right there. You're right there. We got all the offense we want. Move the ball, play it simple. Attack. Come on.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And the Pacers with possession here, leading by 5. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the heart of the team at the 4 and the 5, Griffin and Jordan. Patrick Beverly out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Gallinari in at the 3 slot. Here's Collison. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now. Up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Teodosic is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Teodosic over Collison. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Collison. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 7. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He doesn't always get the minutes he's gotten tonight, but there's no way they were going to sit him down once he got going. And the crowd has been loving it. A memorable night for him coming off the bench.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Boy, you go back to Darren Collison's career at UCLA, very distinguished, and he's turned himself into a starting caliber pro, too.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it would take a miracle for them to come back, in my mind, like Tracy McGrady against the Spurs type of heroics. A lot of points and a little bit of time. Boy, Williams is feeling it in the clutch, Kevin. He's a quiet assassin. I mean, you don't know that he's got you until he has you.
Darren Collison at the line for 2.
2.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Beverly the pass to Jordan. And here's Gallinari outside. And so the Pacers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.